Hey guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. As promised, I told you guys that I would go ahead and give you an update after I met with the transplant team, and today was the day. So, as you guys know, I'm in complete remission, and so the doctor wants to do an unrelated donor from the registry because they're a higher percentage of a match than a related donor. My mom and my dad are only half a half match for me. So out of the registry, there are two options. An 8 out of 10 and then a 7 out of 10. A perfect match is a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. And once you don't have those perfect matches, you have to do a research study where they're testing to see if a drug that is used in the pre-transplant phase, intravenously, chemo, can be used as a post-transplant med, given oral. So that's where we stand. So, and the protocol also wants the donor to provide actual bone marrow instead of donating their cells through peripheral blood. And peripheral blood is just like as if you were giving your cells via IV. So today was an exciting and emotional day for me. I did get a little emotional because the research part of it, they give you like a consent form to sign. So they give you like the possibilities of what could happen. So basically, when you're getting a transplant from a donor, related or unrelated, there are chances that you can get a disease which is called graft versus host disease. And it's basically like your body rejecting the cells from the donor because they're like foreign to your body. I'll have to do initially, so I guess they said a week before they provide the donor cells, I'll be admitted to the hospital for a week, and we'll do high dose chemo to clean out my bone marrow of all of the cells that I have. And then after those 7 days, they'll start providing me with the cells from the donor. So that is pretty much it. Is a lot of details. There could be complications with the transplant, your body not accepting the transplant, the donor cells. And I believe they said that it takes at least 18 days when you have a non-related donor. They like to, or the protocol is to allow 18 days for your body, to allow your body to accept those cells from the donor. And there's a lot of things that they have to do on a protocol. Like they check your marrow often, and then a certain amount of days after you've received transplant, you start doing your post-transplant treatments. And so that's where that clinical study is going to kick in, where they're testing this drug that is approved by the FDA for pre-transplant, but it hasn't been approved as a post-transplant drug given orally. So they're testing out that to see if you are less likely to get graft versus host disease. The clinical coordinator for the study stated that they have 13 patients on this study, and there's a possibility of 2 more being added, and then myself. So I guess that would put them at 16, sorry. And so far they haven't had many bad complications. You can start getting symptoms from your transplant. So the symptoms are either acute which would happen within the first 100 days of you receiving the transplant, and then chronic, which happens 100 days after you've received the transplant. They have not reported any chronic symptoms as of yet, or maybe they have. I think she said maybe one patient had chronic side effects from the transplant, but everything has been treatable. Nothing too extensive. All of the reactions have been very mild, which is a good thing. So I'm just excited that we've gotten this far, and they're looking to transplant maybe within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So during that time, or in between today and the 3 to 4 weeks, I'll start doing labs. They check your heart, they give you an echocardiogram, you get an EKG, you have to do a pulmonary function test. They check how your breathing is. They like to check to have a updated dental clearance, so you have to make sure that you're not at risk for any infections. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I have to do an updated PET CT because of my prior breast cancer diagnosis. They just want to make sure that everything is okay. And that is it. So between now and I see the doctor again on the 15th of August. So between now and then, I'll be doing those, that workup, blood work, and test imaging and all of that, so that we can prepare. And I know you guys are probably thinking, what if the donor does not want to provide actual marrow? They said that they would then go to the backup plan, the 7 out of 10, and hopefully that person is willing to donate their marrow. Well, hopefully the first person is willing to donate the marrow. We didn't really discuss what would happen if neither one wanted to donate their marrow, but the team is really prepared on what ifs, and so they're gonna give me a call to let me know how soon we'll be moving forward. They'll provide dates of the transplant and everything like that. So I am super excited to be getting one step closer and putting this all behind me. But like I said, I got very emotional because it just seems overwhelming. But I had a church member to text me and just say that God has already prepared me for everything that I'm going through, and just be encouraged. And so I'll continue to be encouraged. This has been a long journey for me. It feels like I've basically been dealing with cancer for 3 years, and I can't catch a break. But God is using me as a vessel, just to show that He is real. He is still in the miracle making business, because like I've told you guys before, I have been very blessed during these times. I have not been extremely sick. I have not been depressed, which can happen during these times. I have my bad days, but mostly good days, and so with that, I won't complain. So I'll continue to keep you guys posted about everything that is going on. If I'm not too sick while I'm admitted into the hospital, I'll even try to record just to give you guys an update on how everything is going. Until then, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel so that you can keep up with the updates. Love you guys. Bye.